Hey, what up, family? It's your boy Dr. G. I'm making this video because I was just thinking to myself that, there's a point in the Bible that says about a man that find a wife find a good thing, and that was a scripture I started focusing on. And I was thinking to myself, okay, well, if I find a wife, then that means she must have been a wife before I found her. And I think that's where a lot of women make the mistake in the world today and make the mistake in the society. I think it's because we have to recognize that you have to be a wife before you actually become a wife. Well, in the eyes of God, and before you actually get a husband. Because I think when we actually find you and we commit to you, then is when a man becomes a husband. Because you have to be the wife first. So I was just thinking about that. And the other thing I want to say is, so all these women out there that has girlfriend and they're pretending to be girlfriends, and all these women that are girlfriends, they all gonna continue to be girlfriends for the rest of their lives, because that's what they are practicing. So because they're not wives, there never will be a wife, and they'll always be. Then we got this new thing that the world is commercialized, is baby mamas, and all these things. Obviously, that stem off from being a girlfriend, because a wife has to practice and to be a wife before he actually become a wife. Because a man is not really a husband until he finds a wife, and that's when we commit, and then we become a husband. So I decided to put it out there, and I was thinking to myself that women, you need to stop complaining about that you can't find a husband, but you got to recognize that, listen, you will have to be a wife first before you actually find a husband. And that's what I was just thinking to myself. So a lot of women out there making the mistake and become baby mamas and all the rest of it, because they're not actually being a wife. And if you want to figure out what a wife is a virtuous woman, a woman that actually put God first in her life and lifts up God first. And I mean, that's exactly what a wife first do. I mean, and the mistakes you do is start looking for a good man. There's no good man out there. Everybody was filthy. There's not a good man out there. I'm not a good man. But what you need to start looking for is a godly man. A man that respects God and accepts and takes everything to God before he actually goes and approach anything in life. So that's where the mistake is made. And once you find a good godly man, you would then have a good and successful relationship. So I just wanted to put out that was the mistake is made. You guys gotta wake up and stop messing about, and then start complaining and say there's a lot of women out there that is complaining and say they can't find a good man. Stop looking for a good man and start looking for a godly man. Anyway, I just had to put that out there. It's your boy Dr. G. You just tune into another Dr. G's show. That's just some tips out there for all you ladies. I'm gone.